Hi, I am here with Deanna, and we're catching up about a recent trip that she had to Aruba. Deanna, why don't you introduce yourself here?
Hi, I'm Deanna Moore. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and my agency is Diva Star Travel. Um, I went to Aruba December 3rd through the 9th of this past year, and it was an amazing experience.
Wonderful. And that was your first trip, correct?
It was my first trip. It won't be my last, I can tell you that.
That's what we like to hear. Fantastic. And did you test in Aruba?
We ended up testing in Aruba. We tested home first, but we my mother and I guess out of being anxious, tested a day early. So our test was ahead of the 72 hours. And then her test was the right test, but my test was not. So we were able to travel because we did take it, but we had to test once we got there. But what we realized is that with all the trouble we had just finding the test, we should have just tested in Aruba in the first place because it was just such a seamless process.
That is great to
And
hear.
and the quarantine was just, we was I think we tested about 3:30 and we had the results back just before 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the biggest challenge a lot of people have. They're so concerned about that quarantine time frame, waiting for the results, but they are
Hmm.
very quick with the testing in Aruba. So I'm glad to
It
hear that
was
it did go very smoothly for you. That's
it
great.
was. And when we were so tired that, we knew that we weren't going to be doing much that evening anyway. So we just got to our room and we were just kind of napping because I was up most of the night before, because I was scared to oversleep. And so we were tired. So it really wasn't a big deal for us. I know a lot of people, that's a big concern for them. It wasn't a big deal, but I had heard and seen that the time frame wasn't very long anyway. And they proved it. I mean, from 3 to 9, that's nothing.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And did you have
Mm-hmm.
a chance to see much of the island or resorts on island?
I did. We went with Pelican. What's it called?
Yeah.
I wrote it
Pelican
down.
Adventures?
Pelican Adventures. We did the Jeep tour, which took us through the whole island, and then we did the catamaran,
Mhm.
and that was amazing. Both were amazing because we got to see so much of the island. We
Right.
did that. I did get to do set up a couple of site visits. I saw Ryu because Ryu is one of my favorite properties, and I got to visit Barcelona.
Well,
And we stayed at I stayed at two boutique resorts, which was the Boardwalk Aruba and Amsterdam, um, and both of those were amazing. The Amsterdam is going through renovation, so I'm excited to see what they're going to look like once they're complete.
I
But
know.
I love that they're across the street, right across from the beach, so they're very convenient. So, but I
Very,
love it.
very
But
much.
they were both very nice resorts.
Yeah. And of course, did you by chance have a chance to eat at Passions on the Beach while you were at Amsterdam Manor?
Yes, because being there on the tram as an agent, they give you your meal complimentary, and
Ooh,
for the beach on the beach dinner, and then your guest gets like 25% off, and so your whole meal is free, and you could get anything that's on the meal. So it was awesome, and just being out there on the beach, watching, the people still out there on their boats and watching the sunset. I mean, it was beautiful and it was amazing, and the food was good. I mean, it was such a nice experience.
yeah. That is a favorite restaurant of so many, and that experience just can't be beat, right?
Right, right, and their food is really good. I mean, they deliver your breakfast. We ordered room service most of the time for breakfast. Like the last day, we went over and had breakfast there. Right on the beach. So that Passions on the Beach is a really, really good restaurant,
They do a great job. Great job.
and they have their bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
go
I
ahead. I'm sorry.
understand that, no, you're good. I understand that you're looking to do a group in Aruba. Any particular properties that you're focusing on for your next group?
Um, I yes, because I specialize in groups, and so Ryu is probably the one that we'll do.
Mhm.
Um, I because I did, like I said, I like reuse. My guests like reuse, and we do adults only, and so we'll do the adults only property, and we didn't get to see that one. I didn't get to see that one while there because they were closed. Um, but the one we did see, it was nice. So that's the one we'll probably go with. The guy I met, Derek, who's over, he was really nice, and they will be able to accommodate a lot of the activities that I like to do,
Mhm.
which was pretty awesome. So I've already kind of set up, got pricing for a lot of this stuff. Um,
Wonderful. Well, we look forward to having you back in Aruba. I'm glad you had that opportunity to see it, and
yeah,
we look forward to your groups coming to the island as well.
yes, thank you. I cannot wait to be back. Think I'll be back every December from here on out.
See, we've got a repeater right there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.